8:52 here, Big 550 KTRS. We have a couple of stars here in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, just back from her World Cup victory with the Women's World Cup team, Lori Chalupny.
Yes.
After the sixth time on the show, I'll get your name right. And Bill McDermott is with us, the voice of the St. Louis FCs here on the Big 550 KTRS.
Indeed, they just finished their first season, their inaugural season for an expansion team last Saturday.
Yeah.
And their record didn't show it.
Right.
Their record didn't show it. However, the home attendance in 14 of their home games, there were 7 sellouts, and this team has been adopted by the St. Louis soccer community.
That's great to hear. Now, this is clearly a St. Louis hotbed, considering Lori and Becky on the World Cup team, and we're going to honor them for all they've done for soccer here in St. Louis, right?
Monday, October 12th, at the MAC, St. Louis Civic Pride is going to put on an event where we will talk with Lori and Becky about their respective soccer careers. But we cannot lose sight of the fact, and I think Lori will attest to this, she has now won a World Cup, a gold medal, and a World Cup. But the epitome for a soccer player is representing your country and winning a World Cup. There is no higher honor. There is no bigger competition.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, for a soccer player, the World Cup is it. The Olympics is awesome. We grew up watching that, and that's
Sure.
Quite an honor. But the World Cup is what soccer players are looking forward to. So yeah, it was an incredible honor, an incredible summer.
When you win the World Cup, you don't get a medal. What do you get? Do you get a pin? Do you get what do you get?
We get a medal.
You get a medal.
But I think, it's the cup.
It's the
deal.
cup.
Yeah.
So do you just walk around pounding your chest all over the place? I'm a World Cup champ?
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
that?
That's exactly what I do.
Lori, explain to McGraw and the listeners the reception received in the ticker tape parade in New York.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I mean, it still gives me goosebumps thinking about. I mean, it was a Friday afternoon in New York, and we didn't know exactly what to expect, but we get on these floats, and we're kind of driving around New York City, and the amount of people, I mean, I can't even describe to you, not just along our parade route, but every time you look down kind of the side streets, for as far as you could see, people down this. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Since they don't have ticker tape anymore, what were they throwing out the windows? I'm afraid to ask in New York.
No, and somehow and in some fashion, they did manufacture ticker tape to simulate the old ticker tape parades.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, beautiful. You've since retired, right? You've dropped the mic. You win your second World Cup, you drop the mic, you walk away.
That's it.
You walk away.
Done deal. Yeah, retired from the national team. Still kind of deciding what I want to do with the pro league. And
okay. So what are you? I mean, what are you thinking? What are your options as a World Cup soccer player?
Well, I mean, I've still got the pro league that I can play in, but I'm coaching. Really enjoying coaching. I'm at Maryville University. This is my 3rd season there as assistant coach, and really enjoying that.
Talk about for a moment soccer here in St. Louis, because you had the opportunity that a lot of young girls didn't have who came before you. Talk about the opportunities growing up here in St. Louis.
I mean, we say it all the time, but St. Louis is a soccer town, and I was so fortunate to grow up here. I've had amazing coaches. People just embrace soccer here. People love soccer, and I think the game is just continuing to grow. Just exponentially, and it makes me really excited for the girls that are just starting, the young kids playing soccer now, that they have the opportunity. They can play at the national team level, win World Cups, do all that kind of stuff. It's great.
You probably dreamt as a kid of playing in a World Cup game and winning a World Cup. You probably never dreamt of playing at Busch Stadium.
That is true. That was quite an experience. I'm a huge Cardinals fan, of course.
Sure.
So, I mean, playing on Busch Stadium, that was a pretty special moment.
And then comes into the game and scores a magnificent goal right on cue.
Of course she does. Of course she does. All right, so what do we need to know about the event?
Well, it's being put on by St. Louis Civic Pride, stlouiscivicpride.org/soccer. You're supposed to have your reservations in by tomorrow. However, just call 992-0679, and they'll be glad to accommodate you. It's Monday, October 12th. Down at the MAC, 11 to 30 we meet, 12 to 1:30 will be the program, so we'll get you out of there at a reasonable hour.
Honoring Lori Chalupny and Becky Sarban, too, just back from the World Cup. Thank you. You're always welcome here. Good luck with your future, but I know I'll be seeing you around.
Thank you.
Bill, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, McGraw.
8:57 here, Big 550 KTRS.